There's something about mornings that captivate me, and let me tell you about it. Hello, fellow gazers. My name is Bong, and I'd like to welcome you to another conversation as we talk about our life, as we talk about our faith, as we talk about how it is to live this life of faith that we have been called. We look at the details of our life. We look at what's happening. We look at the seemingly ordinary things in life and find significance in them. And today, we'll talk about a very special part of our day, what we look forward to. For me, it is the mornings. When I was younger, I thought that my favorite part of the day is the evening, because I usually would like to stay up late, because that's the time when I would do my readings, or I would do my writings, or many of the creative things that I must do. But as I grew older, I realized that it's really not the evenings that I enjoy the most, where I find energy. It's actually the early moment. It's actually morning. Specifically, that special time just before the day would break, where the rest of the world is sleeping and there is total silence. I would wake up, I would get up from my bed, and my dog Ernest, he would sense that I am awake, and so he would scratch the door so I can open it, and he would greet me with his cold book on his nose. I have my morning routine, and I love them. I treasure these quiet times. I would carefully weigh out my medium roast coffee bean. There is an exact weight and temperature for the water, and I would, an exact volume of water, and I would carefully pour it into my French press, and then I would take the magical first sip and sit there in quietness. And I would pray, I would read scripture, I would write in my journal, I would think, I would contemplate and wait for the sun to rise. There's something about the silence in the moment just before the dawn that always captivates, that always enchants me. It's a deep breath before the radiance of the day would break forth like a resounding trumpet. It is a silence that echoes back to the foundations of the universe when the first song was sung. It's a profound silence. It's a moment of quietness that strengthens. Some quietness, it makes you feel uncomfortable, but this silence comforts and it gives you strength. It is a pause that seems to gear up the world in preparation for the challenges ahead. It's an in-between time that transitions from the dreams of yesterday to the realities of the day. And we sense it. The nocturnal crickets would finally become quiet. The winds of the dawn would blow ever so gently. An unfathomable quietness will envelope us like a lullaby. A soothing song for a heart that is being prepared for the day. Only those that will take time to listen to it will hear it. The stillness that is filled with longing. It is a peace that only the Lord can give us. It is a peace that His presence can give us. It is the silence of Him whose words become the foundation of everything that has ever been created and that has been built. It is the silence of His deep satisfaction when all that He has created, all that He has done is good. It is the silence of the soul that finally comes home and finds rest. These are the mornings, these are the quiet of the morning that I appreciate the most, and that's why I love it so much. But of course, the day will soon break. The sun will rise and everybody will start to wake up. It does not do well to remain in the silence forever. We cannot, We would love to stay there forever in that quiet moment, but we cannot. We know that we cannot. We cannot and we must not. Soon, the busyness of the world will break through in this membrane of quietness, this tiny sliver of space that we will catch every time we take the moment. Soon the hustle and the bustle of life will intrude. It will crush through the carefully cultivated moment. All of that will be gone. The weariness of existence will have to be met head on. There will be demands of our time. There will be confrontations of need to be encountered from 1,000 different points, and it will stretch, it will disturb us, it will take so much from us. There will be discomfort, there will be stress. Although we would love to remain in the quiet embrace of that sacred moment of quietness, we cannot. We must go out into the noisy, bright, brash world out there. For we are created not only to enjoy those moments of quietness, not only are we created to revel in the coolness of the day, but also to exist, to struggle in the harshness of the sun. Not only are we to celebrate the quietness of the love of God and enjoy it for ourselves, but we are also tasked to bring it to the world that is cruel and full of pain and offer it to them as well. This is what we should learn then. Moments of quiet love prepares us for the strains of living out as a community loved by Him who has loved us unconditionally, and whose love demands the acceptance and the embracing of even the most difficult of people and circumstances. We would love to stay forever in those quiet moments, but we cannot. Such is life. Such is the nature of our walk in the Lord. There will be times when we will be held and quieted and satisfied, but it also demands that we go out and live this life in the heat of the sun and struggle. But we are assured that no matter what time of the day it is, no matter how hot the sun will become, no matter how stressful life becomes, we hearken back to the time where we encounter God in a very meaningful way. Jesus would get up early in the morning and He would go to a place where it is quiet and He would pray. He needed it, and we too must cultivate these moments in our time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I pray that you will indeed begin to carve out a special moment where you can encounter the Lord at the start of the day, maybe, or at any point of the day where you can have a meaningful time with Him, conversation with Him. This is important because it prepares us to face the challenges of our life. Thank you so much for joining. In the meantime, keep listening to your life. See it for the fathomless mystery that it is. The mornings of it, the heat of it, and even in the cool of the evening. The Lord is with us, and He is good, He is kind, He is gracious. Thank you.